Hi everyone, it's Math with AUB. We are about to discuss what do you mean by parabola, how to find its element from equation. Mostly today in this video we discuss how to find elements like vertex, focus, directrix, line of symmetry, length of latus rectum in from the given equation. These elements we are about to find from the equation. On inspection, we can easily classify some elements. Look at this. Our question number 1 is y square minus 6y plus 8x minus 23 is equal to 0. Y square minus 6y plus 8x minus 23 is equal to 0. Look, if there is no term involving x and y, any one element has a square, either x or y. Either x or y. So there is only square in y. So from this we can guess, we can deduce, we can arrive at a result. It is equation of parabola. It's equation of parabola. Its eccentricity is 1. Everybody is familiar. Its eccentricity is 1 according to definition. One thing one can more, square in y, the coefficient of x, if the coefficient of y square is 1, after making the coefficient of y square 1, whatever the coefficient of x, it is length of latus rectum. It is length of latus rectum. However, if there is minus present, we have to discard minus in order that length is positive. If y square has coefficient 1, whatever the coefficient of x, it is our length of latus rectum, or it is the value of 4a. 4a is equal to 8. From this we can easily find a is equal to number 1. Number 2, we can also arrive direct from what is line of symmetry or axis of parabola. Line of symmetry or axis of parabola. Y square, whatever is coefficient of y, divide by 2. Divide by 2. So y minus 3 is our line of symmetry in that case. The equation itself we can guess either x square in x or square in y is equation of parabola, provided that there is no term involving x and y. If square in y and having coefficient 1, positive 1, whatever is the coefficient of x, it is our length of latus rectum. Length of latus rectum, our value of 4a is this. Look at this, y square minus 6y, whatever is the coefficient of y power 1, what is coefficient of y power 1 divided by 2. So it is our, without square, y minus 3 to be taken, that's our length of latus rectum. From this one can guess this, our line of symmetry is x plus 2. How? There is x square having coefficient positive 1, divide x power, whatever is coefficient of x power 1, divide by 2, that's our line of symmetry. That's our line of symmetry. That's our line of symmetry. Coefficient square in x, having coefficient positive 1, this is our length of latus rectum. Direct we can guess that is length of latus rectum. If there is a negative sign, we have to discard because length is always positive. From this we can also guess all these elements here. There is y square coefficient is 1, divide 4 by 2, y plus 2 is the line of symmetry or axis of parabola, and that is our length of latus rectum. 4a is equal to 3. 4a is equal to 3. 4a is equal to 3. Pass me the duster. Now we are about to discuss all these elements in detail. Let's see and find out. We have y square minus 6y plus 8x minus 23. Square in y, make square in y terms, make them complete square, perfect square, perfect square. Shift 8x and 23 over there. Y square minus 6y is equal to negative 8x plus 23. Now coefficient of y square is 1. Y square 6y can be written as 2 times y times 3. So there is our second term is 3. There must be 3 square minus 8x plus 23. This we are adding on both sides in order to get our expression on the left hand side, the perfect square. The perfect square. Y square is there. 6 I have broken down as twice times y times 3. Twice times y times 3. 2 3 are 6, it is same. From this I can guess my second term is 3 I have written 3 square, a square minus 2ab plus b square, 3 square ending on both sides there and there. Now it's our perfect square quantity. How to shrink it, how to contract it? Take the first one and third one without square. Take the first one and the third one without square. Take the first one and the third one without square. The symbol of the middle one, y minus 3. Y minus 3 whole square. There is minus 8x plus 23. The square of 3 is 9. 23 plus 9, it is our 32. If I am not wrong, 32. Y minus 3 whole square. There we have to make coefficient of x also 1, taking minus 8 common, there remains x minus 4. Now we are in a position to find our vertex. Vertex is like center of the circle. Vertex is like center of the circle. First write x coordinate changing the symbol minus 4, there is positive 4. Then y minus 3, there is plus 3. That's our vertex. That's our vertex. Whatever lies here, whatever lies here, y square, what is coefficient of x? It is tantamount to 4a. It is equal to 4a. 4a is equal to minus 8. From this we can guess that a is equal to minus 2. A is equal to minus 2. After finding vertex, we are in a position to find focus and directrix very easily. Angle is good. Focus is given by vertex plus a. We have vertex 4 and 3 and value of a is minus 2. A question arises whether we have to add this value of a in both x and y or either of them. We have to add in either square in y, we have to add and subtract in, we have to add in y, add in x, sorry, square in y, add in x, square in y, add in x. It will become 4 minus 2 plus minus minus, and that's 3. So we have 2, 3, that's our focus. That's our focus. What about directrix? Directrix is a line. Keeping this thing in mind, how we can find directrix? Vertex minus e. Vertex minus e. It is r equal to directrix denoted by L. Our vertex is 4, 3. Value of a is minus 2. Minus minus plus similar same. Square in y we have to add in an opposite one. Square in y we have to add in opposite one, means in x. Minus minus plus 4 plus 2, it's 3. That's our that's our value of x. That's our value of x. It is x is equal, I have added in x, so it is 6, 3. We have to convert this directrix into a line, this point into a line, by using this x is equal to 6. That's our x is equal to 6. Our x minus 6 is equal to 0. That's our equation of directrix. That is our equation of directrix. That's our equation of directrix. The last element that is missing, let me find for you line of symmetry. Line of symmetry or axis of parabola. Line of symmetry or axis of parabola. Take this portion without a square. That's our line of symmetry. So line of symmetry is given by, take this one without a square. Y minus 3 is equal to 0. I have already told you what is line of symmetry before doing anything, and I have already given you the idea of length of lattice rectum as well as the eccentricity after classifying that it's equation of parabola. So these are the elements: vertex, focus, directrix, length of lattice rectum as well as line of symmetry. This equation has square in y. Now I have chosen another question having square in x. Let's see and find out how to find element of this, really very easy. There is x square plus 4x. Shift these two quantities on the right hand side and make the left hand side the perfect square. Square is in x. We have to make this one perfect square. X square, 4x can be written as 2 times x times 2. That's my 4y plus 2. From this I can guess a square by second term is 2. There must be 2 square. By adding 2 square on both sides, keeping this in mind that I have to make this square term perfect square quantities. 2x to 2 square by adding on both sides, minus 4y, 2 plus 2 square. There is 12. There is 12. Okay. Now it's perfect square. How to shrink it? How to contract it? Take first one and third one without square. First one and third one without square. Symbol of the twice term, middle term, 2 whole square. If you open this up, you will get, if you expand this, you will get same quantity. X square 2 times x plus 2 square. Now we have minus 4y plus 12. Square of 2 is 4. 12 plus 4 is 16. X plus 2 whole square minus 4y plus 16. Make the coefficient of y also positive 1 by taking minus 4 common. Minus 4 common, we have y minus 4. Now we are in a position to write vertex. 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 First take the x coordinate by changing the symbol like center of the circle. Plus 2, minus 2. Minus 4 means plus 4. That's our vertex. Whatever is the coefficient of the power 1 term, its 10 term amount, it's equal to 4a. It's our 4a is equal to minus 4. So a is equal to minus 1. I have given you idea. Focus is given by vertex plus a and directrix L vertex minus A. Our vertex is minus 2, 4, value of A is minus 1. Question arises where we have to add either in both, in one, in one. Square in x, we have to add and subtract in y. It must be added here. It will become minus 2, 4 minus 1. So minus 2, 3 is our focus. Minus 2, 3 is our focus. What about directrix? Same, take vertex minus 2, 4 minus a, and value of a is minus 1. Minus minus plus. Same situation, we have to negotiate very gently. Square in x, we have to add subtract in y. Minus minus plus minus 2, it will become 5. Now we have to convert very swiftly into an equation. Directrix is a line, not a point. Directrix is a line, not a point. This is our minus 2 comma 5. Take only y1, y coordinate y is equal to 5, or y minus 5 is equal to 0. That's our required directrix. That's our required directrix. What about eventually the line of symmetry or axis of parabola? Take the square term without square. Take the square term without square. That I have already written for you. Written for you. Let me write again. Line of symmetry. Line of symmetry means this one without square. X plus 2 is line of symmetry or axis of parabola. Line of symmetry or axis of parabola. Line of symmetry or axis of parabola. Minus 2 comma 3. I have written here x plus 2. X plus 2. Line of symmetry I have written over there. Final question, another overview again, having square in y again, y square plus 4y plus 3x minus 92 is equal to 0. So square in y, make it perfect square, y square plus 4y, shift 3x and 92 on the right hand side, minus 3x plus 92. We have to make this a perfect square affair. Y square 4 can be written as 2 times y times 2. From this, it's our a square, 2ab, our second term is 2. There must be 2 square. There must be 2 square. By adding 2 square on the both hand sides, minus 3x plus 92 plus 2 square. Now it's equal to y plus 2 whole square. How to shrink it? Take first one, third one without square and the symbol of the middle one. There is minus 3x plus 92. The square of 2 is 4. Y plus 2 whole square minus 3x plus 96. Taking minus 3 common, from here we are in a position to find our write our vertex. Minus 3 common, x minus 32. So my vertex is, first take x1. If there is negative, then take it positive. 32 minus 2 is my vertex. What about a? How to find a? Compare this one is equal to 4a is equal to minus 3. So a is equal to minus 3 upon 4 in that case. Minus 3 upon 4 in that case. How to find focus and directrix? I have already told you. Vertex plus a is equal to focus, and vertex minus a is equal to directrix in that case. I leave this as your exercise work. Please think over it and do it yourself. It's my tiny effort on day number 17 to explain to you how to find elements of parabola from the given equation. How to find elements of parabola, like vertex, focus, they are connected, and they are connected. If there is some inaccuracy in vertex, your building is going to collapse, your whole concept is going to collapse. It's all by itself. Next.